Hello everyone, welcome to the NN Classroom. Today I'd like to share with you a biology question, multiple choice extracted also from 2018 time zone 2. Question number 4. Actually, it is asking for something about the membrane transport and some of the features concept related. Let's see. It is asking for which type of the transportation happens in the sodium potassium pump. Quite a lot of the students get a misconception. I get so confused sometimes when they feel like, oh, which protein is corresponding to transport what and how is the mechanism that they use. They always get mixed up. True, because so many channel proteins or carrier protein that we heard of from the IB syllabus. So I will now tell you a simpler way to understand it. So remember, whenever they're asking when they're telling you something about the membrane protein, and those membrane proteins are responsible for transportation, and if you have heard of them as the name using carrier, C-R-I-R, carrier or pump, usually these are the proteins that are responsible for using active transport. No matter what they are transporting, major pathway will be the one using energy of ATP that move the things from the lower concentration to a higher concentration gradient. We call it active transport. But when you heard of the protein, it's called channel proteins especially. So normally channel proteins are those doing facilitated diffusion. Actually, quite a lot of people don't know what's the difference between facilitated diffusion and simple diffusion. The idea is quite simple. The word facilitated means it's being helped by someone, right? So facilitating your diffusion. So no doubt it is still a diffusion, which means no energy is required. So you move the things from the high to low concentration along the concentration gradient, right? But facilitated means, oh, now it's being helped with a channel protein. So that's what the difference between simple diffusion and facilitated diffusion is, that facilitated diffusion requires a channel protein to help you do diffusion, but simple diffusion do not. So that's why for this case, channel protein is the one responsible for helping the simple diffusion process. So that's why facilitated diffusion, right? But if you see the protein name called carrier proteins or something pump, in this case the keyword goes to this word, pump. So which means it is always be using energy to do something different in terms of transportation, which means I'm now doing an active transport that move the things from a low to high concentration against the concentration gradient. Yeah, so let you know something more again. I think most of the students should have known this for a long time ago. Active transport is against the gradient. That means you can move the things from a low to high concentration area. But for diffusion process, no matter facilitated or simple, it must be along the gradient. That means from high to low. But if you pay the energy, of course you can do things a bit more different from low to high concentration region. So that's why for this case, back to this question, for pump, the transportation process is going to be the active transport.